It's been a long wait for a lot of pioneers ever since they joined the Pi network when they started mining from the mobile phone. From the first day they joined up till now, most of them are still clicking on their mobile phones every 24 hours in order to get an extra Pi. A lot of expectations have drawn pioneers' attention to June 28th as the date when the open mainnet will be announced. A lot of pioneers as well are also looking forward to that date. Same expectation is equally driving people to ask questions, and these questions are actually bothering people. In this video, I'll be telling you exactly when to expect the open mainnet. I will also answer questions like, will the open mainnet be realistic in June 28th? Sit down, relax, grab a cup of coffee, and stay tuned. Before I dive down to telling you exactly when the mainnet is likely to launch, let me take you back to December when everybody was expecting the Pi network to equally launch. Now, at that time, a lot of people expected the Pi network to launch, but what happened? It did not. Then attention shifted to another date the following year, which was March 14th, 2023. The reason everybody keeps putting up their mind to the Pi day is because the Pi network core team usually makes an important announcement when it comes to March 14th. But March 14th is not the only day that they make announcements. These important announcements either come on March 14th or it comes in June 28th. For those of you who are wondering why these particular dates are chosen, I will explain. Relax. Let me introduce why these dates are important. The Pi network follows a mathematical equation called Pi, hence the name of the coin. When you look at March 14th, it also conforms with the mathematical equation of Pi. How do I mean? March being the third month and 14th being the 14th day of the third month. The mathematical equation of Pi is actually 314. So when you look at that, March is the third month and 14th day of it signifies 314. Hope you're following. Same goes for June. June is the 6th month and 28th day of that month. So when you divide the 6th month and the 28th date, it still boils down or it still brings you to the answer 314. Now you understand. Now that you've taken that away, you now understand why much more anticipation has also started creeping up when a recent announcement by the core team was made for an interview where the founder will be making an announcement. Speculations once again have risen, suggesting that the founder would be making an announcement relating to the Pi open mainnet. Yes, an announcement will be made concerning the Pi open mainnet. But the question is, will that announcement introduce the date of which the Pi open mainnet will be launched? On 20th of June this year, the founder, Nicholas, will be conducting a press conference where he will be making some important announcements. One of these important announcements will be the hackathon. Definitely, he will be talking about the hackathon. He'll be talking about the journey so far. And yes, most importantly, he'll be talking about the open mainnet. Now, before he dives into the open mainnet, he'll probably remind all of us the reason why we're still not in the open mainnet. So he's going to go back and talk about the KYC. He's going to remind all pioneers that there are 3 steps that will take us closer or even faster to the open mainnet. And those steps are simple. 1. The KYC process. Pioneers are expected to have applied and submitted their KYC or even passed their KYC. The pioneers who have passed their KYC are also expected to go through the app to invite others within their team that have not done their KYC. Luckily, KYC these days can just be done without waiting for an invitation. All you need to do is go straight to your mining app, connect with your Pi browser, and then click on KYC. You will automatically be taken to where you would follow the process to complete your KYC. Second requirement of this process to take us straight to the open mainnet is the development of apps. Hence, the recent hackathon has commenced. So the recent hackathon is also a process that is taking us close. More and more apps are being developed to help the ecosystem of the Pi network. Also, there's information going on around the internet suggesting that 1.9 billion wallets have been migrated to the Pi network system. If this is true, is it enough for the open mainnet to commence? The simple reason why KYC is important is not because all pioneers must KYC before we get into open mainnet. No. The reason is this. Let me give you a scenario. Take for instance that you have 45 million active miners, and out of the 45 million active miners, 7 million pioneers have submitted a KYC and gotten approval. Now, it makes no sense for 7 million people alone to be the only people who would either trade by barter with Pi or get into crypto exchanges to trade Pi. It will actually make more sense if more people who accept Pi, value Pi, appreciate Pi, and is part of the community that is supporting Pi have done their KYC, gotten approved, and have migrated their Pi into their wallet. So what do I mean? Out of 45 million active pioneers, if there are up to half of that figure, or even above half, that have completed their KYC, then it makes more sense to transact. When you have a large number of people who accept, support, and is ready to transact in Pi, then it makes more sense to have the mainnet open. Once the mainnet is open, other cryptocurrencies are allowed to now connect with Pi. This means that there will be a lot of trading by barter, and also sales of the Pi coin. So to bring our anticipation down, let me tell you what to expect in the coming interview. In the coming interview, KYC will be talked about. The progress will be announced. The milestone will be discussed. The hackathon process will also be discussed, the ongoing hackathon and the past hackathons. The migration to mainnet will also be discussed. And also, KYC, as important as it is, will get reminders from the core team. We'll also be alerted and told why it is important that we get our team to KYC as soon and as quickly as possible. Then on this interview, the date for the mainnet might be announced, but take it from me. The mainnet will not launch on the 28th of June. But one thing is certain, after the interview and after the announcement, there will be a countdown to the actual launch of the mainnet, which means it will not be long after then. But my fear, to be honest, is this. If the Pi Network core team fails to launch on the date that is being expected by everybody, which is on the 28th of June, I'm afraid a lot of people will stop mining. A lot of people will probably delete the app. A lot of people will lose faith in it, and then the critics would say they were right. So I'm hoping that the core team makes the right decision. Even if the date is not on 28th of June, I would always tell you one thing. Keep mining.